All right, lining up for heat number 1. And the grid for heat number 1 will be AJ Godsey and Aiden Trevette to the outside, then Kyle Holden and Jared Heasley, Brandon Springer, and Kevin Reed. AJ Godsey leads them down on their pace laps. Looks like we will have 6 cars in each heat tonight, and all of them will make the feature. So it's just a matter of getting them lined up for the feature and where they're going to start. And here's where we get to see Aiden the Kid Trevette, if he can go out there and do something with AJ Godsey tonight. And see if he has anything for David Garman. I don't know. We'll have to look into that one. Good catch, though. All right, pace truck is in. Aiden Trevette tries to get a little bit of a jump. Kid gets a little anxious, and AJ Godsey gets him off into turn number 1. And it is not going to be long. AJ is already jumping out to the front. Kyle Holden down to the inside, coming around the kid, bumps the kid into turn 3. Then Aiden and looks like Heasley get together. And Heasley may be done with this heat, as we've got another car flipping down the front straightaway. I do believe that is Brandon Springer. Currently, AJ Godsey is out front. Aiden Trevette is currently holding on to second and starting to run AJ down just a little bit. Kyle Holden managed to hang on to third. He is, and Kevin Reed takes advantage of the wrecks right in front of him, manages to get clear. He moves up to fourth. Jared Heasley still on track, way back in fifth. Brandon Springer now on pit road. And it looks like last time by, Aiden Trevette is faster right at the moment than AJ Godsey. Will he be able to maintain that pace and get up there with 4 laps to go? Can he win his heat? Looks like he is closing just a little bit. Coming 2 laps to go. AJ Godsey has led the entire heat, but Aiden Trevette is right there on the back bumper. Kyle Holden trying to close down on Aiden. Hasn't been able to get there yet, and white flag is in the air for heat number 1. And it will be AJ Godsey at the line, followed by Aiden Trevette, then Kyle Holden, Kevin Reed, and Jared Heasley. Take a look back at what happened there. The 2 of them bumped. Heasley had to go to the low side, and Kyle just had to try and recover from it. And uh-oh. Okay, there we go. All right, David Garman will lead them down. And let's look at the starting grid for this one. It'll be David Garman on the front row, JJ Parr next to him, Ryan Nesbitt and Doug Norton, then Bill Percy and James Scruggs rounding out the field. Uh-oh. And we just got wonky here. Whew.
Good, Doug?
Oh, yeah, we had technical difficulties there when we were trying to look at the starting lineup, but looks like we are good to go.
Got our two outcast guys in the seat.
Yep, Ryan and Doug taking up the second row, and I would imagine Garmin's about to have his hands full.
Yeah, JJ knows what he's doing in these cars.
And Ryan is not too bad either.
Yeah, Ryan won the. Did he win? Didn't he win the 305 feature this week, or did he win the? Yeah, I think he ran the 305 feature for Outcast Monday.
Yeah, I believe so. He's won quite a few of them last season. Whoa, rough start.
Yeah. Yeah, he got his hands full.
Yeah, and looks like Garmin's struggling, which is not something we normally see in a dirt car with him.
Yeah, JJ got the outside, took the lead. There comes Dave, though. He's coming.
Looks like Ryan was struggling through 1 and 2. We'll see if he can regain it in 3 and 4.
Here he comes. Here comes Dave.
Dave to the inside for the lead, going in 1 and 2. Oh!
Give him a boot!
Oh, and Ryan Nesbitt's about to capitalize on it as well. Here comes Ryan down to the inside in 3 and 4.
Lead there.
He manages to lead that lap and jumps up there. Will Dave be able to make a crossover move coming down the back straightaway? Can't get there yet.
Ryan has that low line working well. Right on that. It's hard to see, but there's a banking difference that's very difficult to see whenever you're driving.
We looked at it during practice, and yeah, you can tell when the car gets down there when you're in it, but you have to almost feel, it looked like you almost have to feel the difference in there because it goes from flat to the banking. And once they put the dirt on, it's not as bad of a transition, but it is still there. Meanwhile, Ryan Nesbitt currently just showing David around the track. Did we find 2 ringers to show David how it's done?
Ryan knows what he's doing. We knew that Monday. I think Dave might have a little bit of damage or something, maybe, but
and
not quite as good in the sprints.
Look who is in third. Bill Percy coming up, and coming quickly, I might add. No, last time by, he was faster as they come to the checkered flag, though. It will be Ryan Nesbitt for the win.
Not enough time for Bill.
Not enough, but that definitely shows once they get into that feature race, he might be one to contend with. Speaking of, good luck to you.
Yep, thanks, Doug.
I'll get Jared up where he goes. Alrighty. So we are getting in there, and Ryan Nesbitt snuck the win there from David Garmin. Let's see if he can hold him off in the feature. All right, so right now it'll be AJ Godsey and Ryan Nesbitt, then Aiden Trevette and David Garmin, Kyle Holden, Bill Percy, Kevin Reed and Doug Norton, Jared Heasley and JJ Parr, Brandon Springer and James Scruggs round out your field. A quick look at the track. Aiden Trevette manages to drop into the comments just to say he sucks at dirt. All evidence to the contrary. Ryan Nesbitt may not do the 360s very often, but he is showing he knows how to wheel any kind of sprint around these dirt tracks here tonight. And thank you, Mike. All right, can Ryan Nesbitt hold off the rest of BRR? Can Doug Norton get up there to help him? Or will it be a BRR sweep here tonight? This is definitely going to be interesting. Those two, that second heat definitely was a bit unexpected, but a pleasant surprise. Ryan Nesbitt pulling off the win. Let's see if he can do it again. He has the outside starting line again. AJ Godsey gets a good jump, but here they come into turn number 1. 30-lap feature, and they are side by side all the way back. Ryan Nesbitt trying to close up onto the back bumper of AJ Godsey. Here comes David Garman to the inside. That is Kyle Holden in the Taco Bell car. And caution is out. Let's see what happened. I do believe Bill Percy is involved. We'll see what happens here. And it looked like Kevin Reed just drifted up, and then Doug Norton got caught. Kevin Reed drifted up into Bill, and unfortunately, Kevin Reed and Doug Norton got caught. Bill had a fast car here tonight. Hopefully he can get fast repair, get back out there. He is currently being shown on pit road, as is Doug Norton and Kevin Reed. AJ Godsey still holding on to the lead. Ryan Nesbitt second, Kyle Holden third, David Garman fourth. Jared Heasley up to 5th place, our in-car reporter. Kevin Reed now showing in 6th. We'll see once it shakes out. Aiden the Kid Trevette showing in 8th. JJ Parr is currently in 6th. And again, the scoring this week has been a little bit wonky on pace laps, so best to wait till green flag laps to see what the scoring has to say. Since the most recent update, it's been a little bit weird. There is the excuse me, the 3 car of Kyle Holden. And as I said, the scoring's a little wonky. It's showing Kevin Reed in the lead at the moment. That is not the case. It is actually, looks like they're getting it squared away. AJ Godsey, then Ryan Nesbitt. Looks like the lights are out on the pace car. We'll see what happens here. Now we know AJ said earlier he prefers a slicked off track, and we heard him say that there are more lines with these cars than there were in the 358, so we'll see what happens here. And looks like they're going to hold off one more lap, trying to get the scoring corrected here. All right, they are stacked up, ready to go for a green flag run. Richie West cheering on JJ and AJ. Doug Tyre Norton back out on track, as is Bill Percy and Kevin Reed, all off pit road. Pace truck is in. AJ gets another monster jump there. Kyle Holden right there with him to the inside. Ryan Nesbitt is not going to let second place go easily, though. And, oh, Kyle almost gets into Ryan. Ryan drifts up the track a little bit. They end up, everybody keeps going straight, and Ryan Nesbitt drops back into 3rd place. He's going to come back to the front. In the meantime, AJ Godsey is has checked out for the time being. AJ's got almost a 1 second lead as we've got a battle for third here. David Garman goes to the high side and makes the move. And now you got Aiden the Kid Trevette on the charge. Aiden Trevette lost a couple spots on the start of this race, but he is starting to come back now. Ryan Nesbitt seems to be struggling just a little bit. He was dominant in his heat race, but now he's struggling just a bit. As we heard Chris Standard say, he is great in the 305s, doesn't run the 360s very often. That extra power and a little bit squirrelier handling might be getting him right now. These cars, the 305s, are difficult enough to drive sometimes, and I imagine that does make things harder. Meanwhile, David Garman going for second on Kyle Holden, trying to run down AJ Gotze. Kyle Holden is not going to have it. He is powering back on the outside. We saw this earlier. Will they get together? They did not. They managed to keep off of each other, but David Garman really struggling there on the bottom of the track. He cannot find the grip down on the bottom. Kyle Holden just keeps running by, and they're letting Aiden Trevette catch right back up to him. And it looked like J.J. Parr just barely avoided hitting Aiden the Kid Trevette. As here comes Trevette to the inside. He takes position from Kyle Holden and started looking to the inside of Garman. Aiden Trevette slides up into third now. And look, Kyle Holden goes to the inside. They're 3 wide in turn 4. Ryan Nesbitt charging back now. He is back up into 4th place. Caution is out. See if we can find the incident that brought the caution out. Looks like Brandon Springer drove up and just couldn't get it turned going into turn 3, got up into the wall and went for a bit of a tumble. All right, AJ Gotze still in the lead. David Garman second. Aiden Trevette now up in third. Ryan Nesbitt starting to make his way back up. He is in 4th, and it looks like once he gets going and gets a handle on the car, he's going to come to the front before too much longer. Kyle Holden's fallen all the way back to about 5th place. J.J. Parr up to 6th now. Jared Heasley is up to 7th. Doug Norton back in 8th. Kevin Reed back to 9th. And then you got Brandon Springer 10th, Bill Percy 11th, and James Scruggs back to 12th. And as they line back up side by side, this definitely will be a bit interesting. We saw a couple of cars that struggled early on, like Ryan Nesbitt, finally get a hold of the car and come to the front. And then you got Aiden the Kid Trevette. Maybe we should call him Aiden. I'm not very good at dirt, but I'm going to come to the front anyway, Trevette. He started making his way back up after slipping back early on the start. Should be getting the 1 to green this time by. And we saw a bit of action in the 358s, but these 360s are definitely, these winged sprints seem to be the best cars so far on this new dirt Bristol. They seem to be handling it very well. And like we've mentioned, they've got a lot more lines that they can run through the track, and things definitely getting exciting here. Larry Ashby cheering on Heasley. Up. Apparently, Chris Standard's saying he was turning better laps in the 360s than he was in the 410s. So maybe the 360s are the way to go here. And looks like Garmin has started playing now as they get the one to green. As the night wears on, Garmin does start to get a little bit more playful. That's why you don't run a Pro 4 rally race with Garmin late at night. He'll stop racing at some point and just start hiding and aiming for you. All right, they are lined back up. Pace truck is in. AJ Godsey will lead them down. David Garman to the outside. AJ gets another good jump. Here comes Aiden Trevette under David Garman. Aiden Trevette up to second, trying to run down AJ Godsey in first. Kyle Holden trying to reclaim some positions here, as is Ryan Nesbitt. As Ryan gets a better handle on the car and the track, he is starting to work his way back up to the front, now up on the high line. And let's do a lap around the track in Ryan's car. Let's see what this dirt Bristol's like. As he crosses the start-finish line, right there behind Garmin. Got Kyle Holden down there to the inside, running that high line. Oh! Looked like Aiden Trevette got into the wall, and that brings us back under caution. Let's see what happened here. It looked like Aiden Trevette. Oh, Aiden drifted up going for the lead and got into the 5 car of AJ Godsey. And I do believe JJ Parr just came to pit road. Looked like he was missing the entire front clip on his car, so he'll have to come in for repairs. AJ Godsey now showing being on pit road as well. So AJ and JJ both on pit road at the moment. Meanwhile, it is Aiden Trevette at the front, David Garman second, Kyle Holden third, Ryan Nesbitt fourth, Jared Heasley now up to 5th place. So Jared's making his way to the front. Kevin Reed 6th, Doug Norton 7th, showing JJ in 8th and AJ in 9th. We'll see how that plays out. JJ is now back off pit road. AJ Godsey now off pit road. Now that Aiden is up front, he is going to have David Garman to the outside on the restart. We've seen Aiden run just about every line. There goes David. He's starting to play again. We've seen Aiden in practice and in his heat in the race. He's run about every line he wants to. David seems to favor a middle line. Be interesting to see how this one plays out between these two. Hop in Aiden's car and see if we can tell if the lights are out on the pace car. No, they are not. We've got one more lap. And while you're watching them pace around, go to the Facebook and the Twitch and the YouTube and like and share and subscribe. We're even on Twitter now. Yeah. So every time we go live, we'll send out a tweet and you can come watch. All right. Flagman saying 1 lap to green. And David Garman. Leave it to Garmin to put on a show. Now these front three, all three very quick cars, so we'll see what they have. Pace truck is in. And Aiden Trevette gets a huge jump off into turn 1, trying to open up a little bit of a lead, but David Garman not letting him get very far away. Kyle Holden holding the inside line, and Jared Heasley now on the move. He is trying to run down. Oh, gets into the back of Kyle Holden, just barely gives him a little bit of a love tap there, but everybody manages to keep it going. Ryan Nesbitt trying to fight back to the inside now. Aiden Trevette opening up a lead on David Garman now. The battle's for 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and Jared sends it way in there, slides way up into the wall, and Ryan Nesbitt gets caught as he comes back down. That was 3 wide for a second through the turn there. Everybody going full send all the way around the track, trying to get anything they can. Jared Heasley now up to 4th. Kyle Holden managed to survive that mess and stay up into 3rd. Looks like as the track is starting to slick off, some of these guys are struggling with the handling. Jared sent it in there way too hard when with a slicked off track. Here comes Ryan Nesbitt making the move for 4th. Ryan Nesbitt trying to get around Jared Heasley here, coming down the back straightaway. Will he get the advantage? He's running that low line extremely well. Drifts up coming out of 4 and takes the position away. He is now up to 4th. Ryan Nesbitt finally getting a handle on the car and starting to make a comeback. Jared Heasley not letting him get away. Meanwhile, up front, Aiden Trevette checked out. He's going to another country apparently. David Garman just can't keep up with him tonight. Kyle Holden in 3rd. Now he's going to have to worry about Ryan Nesbitt coming to the front. Behind all this, Jared Heasley currently running in 5th. Kevin Reed has snuck his way up to 6th as well. JJ, after the incident, has worked his way back up to 7th. Doug Tyre Norton back in 8th right now. AJ Gotze 9th, Brandon Springer 10th, and Bill Percy in 11th, all of them several laps down. Ryan Nesbitt has closed the distance on Kyle Holden as he sends it off into turn 3. And he is just sending it in there. Right up to the back bumper of Kyle Holden. And Nesbitt has been faster for 4 of the last 5 laps, so we'll probably see him get by, but with 3 laps to go, will he have enough time to claim 4th? Two laps to go. Time has gotten away from us so quickly. These cars are even faster than the 358s were here, and they are definitely going full bore all the way around the track. The battle is going to be for 3rd. Kyle Holden and Ryan Nesbitt. Final lap. Ryan going to send it down into turn 3. He gets the inside, slides it up. Kyle Holden trying to cross back over, but it's going to be Nesbitt at the line, so it'll be Aiden Trevette for the win. David Garman 2nd. Ryan Nesbitt will come home 3rd. Kyle Holden 4th. Jared Heasley brings it home in 5th. JJ Parr gets back up to 6th after the incident. Kevin Reed 7th and Doug Tyre Norton 8th. Then the fields round out with AJ Gotze, Brandon Springer, Bill Percy, and James Scruggs. And let's talk to our winner. Hey Aiden, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
Got you, Doug.
I don't want to hear you're not any good on dirt anymore.
What'd you say, Doug? Sorry.
I said I do not want to hear any more of this. You're not any good on dirt anymore.
I'm really not, Doug.
You were
It's just the look of the draw.
You were walking away from David Garman on that last restart. Did you have any problems getting away from him, or did you just kind of go?
It was kind of wet, and hopefully it sticked, and it stuck. So this is the ending.
Well, that was one heck of a finish, completely unexpected, but congratulations. That was a great race.
I apologize to AJ. Me and him got into it. I believe it was Netco, but I'm gonna go back and make sure.
It was awfully hard to tell. It was pretty close, but yes, even still, AJ didn't have anything for you based on lap times either.
I went ahead and did the EOL challenge.
Well, congratulations, buddy. Great win.
Thank you, Doug.
All right, let's pull Heasley in here real quick and talk to him. Hey, Jared, it's Doug. You got me?
Yep.
Well, you managed to pull home a fifth place finish, but more importantly, that was a heck of a race.
Yeah, those 360s are a lot of fun. Like I said before, there just didn't seem to be enough on the high line to make it work. It's unfortunate that Aiden got into AJ a little bit and took him out. It created some fun racing there for the end.
Yeah, it really did, and you got to see one of the best shows on track right in front of you. That was for sure. Kyle Holden and Ryan Nesbitt going side by side all the way was interesting to say the least.
But we get to see Ryan every week, right here. Every Monday, and he's pretty fast. He's good. He knows what he's doing. Kyle doesn't run that much dirt, so wasn't surprised to see him run us down. He just had the line going better than we can. I need to get in these cars and get going a little bit more. Just didn't quite have it going.
Well, Dirt Tuesday is coming up.
Hey, update. If you want to keep streaming, maybe even join us. The Cup cars are going to be on track next, so I guess that's the next thing we're doing.
I'd love to, but the weather is terrible here, and I'm going to have to go sit on my rear.
All right. Well, thanks for doing this, Doug. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, that was Jared Heasley. Helped get all this set up and going for tonight. Huge shout out to him and everybody at Outcast, everybody at BRR. Thank y'all for putting it on. Don't forget it is MS Awareness Month, so take a few minutes and read about it. And if you can, donate to one of the MS charities like MS Society. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. It has been great fun and great to see these guys do such a service to Dirt Bristol. It was a heck of a show. Thank y'all for tuning in and have a great night.